and this is the Book Break. And today I'm really excited to talk to the author, Jay Boyce, who is a lit RPG author. So let's dive in. So Jay, okay, so I love lit RPG, and actually you were my very first introduction to this genre. So for those that maybe don't know, what is lit RPG?
So lit RPG really is anything that's fantasy or sci-fi with video game elements.
Yeah.
Specifically, it actually has these stat boxes that come with it. So if you've seen like the new Jumanji, how they go into the game and they have the actual stat boxes, that is what lit RPG is all about. It's showing the progression through levels and through skills and things like that.
Yeah.
You get actual quest boxes sometimes. It's just a lot of fun.
It is so fun. And so your first book in your big series, I mean, you've been like #1 on Amazon and everything else, which you deserve, but it's Siphon. So tell us about this series.
So this series basically is a girl has been spending her whole life in a hospital, but she wakes up in a new world with magic, monsters, a healthy body, and like goes around causing mayhem because she just gets to explore the world for the first time.
Yeah.
And really just wants to see it.
Yeah, and she's, so I'm not saying she's a superhero, but she has kind of superpowers. Tell us about that.
So she has an ability called Siphon, which, you know, that's why the book is called that.
Yeah.
Figure. Where if she touches the skin of someone, she can siphon 1% of their abilities. She returns it, but she gets to keep it.
Yeah.
And she returns it stronger. So she's going around and trying to unobtrusively touch people because
that's awkward if you're just touching people.
That fear of like, hey, if people know I can do this, is this going to cause me problems? Like she doesn't want to tell people, hey, I'm from a different world, but they see her as like, hey, this person is this is the traveler.
The traveler,
and she's just like, I just want to be a teenage girl, please. Can I just go?
Right. And so how many books? Is there 3 or 4?
There are 4 of them out right now.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be 6 or 7 total.
Yay!
So, yes. Book 5 is the next one I will be working on.
Awesome. So, for our viewers, like, I love this series. Like, love it. It is so much fun. And I think part of the reason I love it so much is because it's not just about, hey, you're in a video game, but she's kind of an inspiring character. I mean, not kind of, she is inspiring. So how did you come up with her?
There's a lot of me in her.
I can see that because thankfully I know Jay a little bit, and she's just, she lives in this world that's almost hopeless because of her body.
Right.
And all of the sicknesses that she has. So when she goes there, she's so empathetic to other people that struggle.
So part of that is that when I first started writing this book, I had just been diagnosed with my own illness. And I was going through a lot.
Yeah.
Having to completely change up my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And like her addiction to food, or rather just excitement to taste food, comes from the fact that I couldn't eat things that I wanted to.
Right.
So there is it's a little bit scary sometimes when people read this and I'm like, oh, you're going to know more about me than I want you to.
Yeah.
But really, Jade is very much if I had grown up in different circumstances and my only outside access was the internet, this would have been me.
Yeah, and it's also such a fun story. Now, I'm going to switch gears really quickly because you also have another book from a different series that may or may not have bunny corns in it. Just saying.
Bunny corns.
I love it. Okay, tell us about Lotus Lake.
Okay, so if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a big sucker for second chances.
Yeah.
So Lotus Lake is about a girl, her name is Ashlyn, and she has been playing this online virtual reality game for 5 years.
Yeah.
Dies in a car crash and wakes up in the past, and now she's got to deal with that. She's like, there's kind of a fun thing or a sad thing, I don't know if it's fun or not. She kind of wishes she had gone back 7 years so that she could have saved her family.
Yeah.
But she now has to deal with, okay, well, I only went back 5 years. I can play this game because this game is awesome and I love it, and now I know all the secrets.
Right.
But also, like, all of my relationships have completely changed in the last 5 years. What do I do? Like, I am not a superhero. I'm not going to save the world.
Sure.
But I can try and fix some of my mistakes at least.
Yeah.
So like, it comes again from there's a lot of me in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
But you have she's a really great personality, viewers. So you're going to love this stuff. So Jay, I mean, your stuff is out there. It's wonderful. I really love it. Where can they find your books?
So all of my stuff is on Amazon and Audible.
Yeah.
I actually just finished book 2 for this last week.
Yay!
So it is going. I'm gonna do direct sales on my website. So jayboyce.com.
Yeah.
I'll do that for the first month, and then it will go to Amazon and Audible.
Right. I hope you all check out Jay Boyce, both her Siphon series and Lotus Lake, which is actually called Rise of the Mystic Mage. Thank you so much for being here with me, Jay. I'm excited to be talking to fantasy author Frank Morin.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so I am just excited to talk about Set in Stone is book 1, a part of a pretty long series. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so this is book 1 of The Perpetual, which is a 7-book series. It's epic young adult fantasy. So a big epic adventure, lots of humor, really cool magic based on rocks.
Yeah.
The basic premise on the story is, in this nation where magic is very strictly controlled, Connor is just a simple commoner, but his secret powers might hold the key to stopping a war and saving his village from destruction.
Nice.
So there's 4 main characters. There's Connor and a few other ones, and I can talk about it all day, but I'll try to rein it in a little bit.
You're okay. So you have this available in multiple formats, right? So print, ebook, is it an audiobook?
It is. The first 3 are in audio.
Nice.
And you can get those anywhere there's audio. You can get them from my website, Audible, or elsewhere.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
all over.
And you, in 2023, have done a Kickstarter. And tell me about that. Then it's going to come out summer 2023. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so Bacon Master of the Apocalypse is humorous fantasy. It's epic fantasy set in a world where food fuels magic.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's culinary wizards.
Yeah.
So the basic premise in this world, you've got the gods of the Pantheon, and they each fuel their different guilds of magic, like cheese wizards, muffin mages, bacon masters.
Bacon masters, come on. Who doesn't want to be a bacon master?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of the world, and then the idea is the apocalypse is coming.
Yeah.
It's been coming for many generations, but when the prophecy first came out, the empire leadership, so we don't like that, so they fired the prophet, they hired a PR firm to give them better prophecies, and they got these heroes together called the Reapers of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And they've been fighting the apocalypse for 12 generations. And now a new threat is coming, but the Reaper team who's there right now are all abruptly sidelined by nefarious contract addendums that say you can no longer be heroes.
Right.
So they need new heroes.
Yeah.
So they get a guy named Rasher Dilskin. So he's a bacon master. He can channel the awesomeness of bacon.
Is this why in his pan he has bacon?
Yes.
Nice.
Correct. And so he's given a quirky team, and nobody thinks they can save breakfast, let alone the Empire. So they have to whip up some new recipes and figure out how to work together as a team and solve a mystery and lead the legions against the new threat.
That is so fun.
It's going to be great.
So for our viewers, where can they go and learn more about your books, your upcoming series, and all of that?
Yeah, so the best place is my website, frankmorin.org. And you can find them online everywhere, too.
That's awesome. And you've been writing for a long time.
Yeah.
How long have you been a writer?
I've been writing for many years. I've been releasing books. I'm an indie author. I think 2015 is when I really kicked it off.
Wow.
So 6-7 years now, roughly. And I think I have 15, 16 books out now, with several more hopefully coming out in the next year.
Yeah, that is so fun. And for those of you that are not sure, like, oh, is this fantasy for me? Yes, it is for you. And you go to a lot of conventions, Comic-Con type events, and so they can probably find you at a convention too.
Hopefully, yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
So yeah, and if they want to sign up for my newsletter, I communicate where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
And you can do that on frankmorin.org.
That is perfect. Well, thank you so much for talking with me,
My pleasure.
Frank.
It's been great.
And thank you to our viewers. We'll see you next time.